Yeah, so
All right, welcome everybody. Took a little bit of a long time, but you are here in round two. Um, we're here, new drivers, new everything. 16 people in attendance. That is the amount of people that will be going here today. Geometry, as last race, decided to win the race. Not decided, but won the race. And yeah, I mean it's pretty good. As we will look at the championship standings right now. Um, Geometry, 26-point lead with Bisova in second place. Um, of course, this will be very important to Geometry this race to make sure to catch up to it um, as we now take off that screen. Um, we're looking at Jockey right now, and yeah, I mean it's been pretty nice, I guess. It's pretty mild. Everyone's preparing for round two, obviously trying to find the best way. Completely fictional circuit, so everybody unfamiliar with this track. But yeah, what do you think will happen today, Frosty?
I'm hoping that there will be it will be a exciting race because
Yeah.
last time we had quite a few battles. We had, um like battle for first place, battles for even like 10th place.
Yeah.
This time I hope we have that as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as we're seeing Jockey, I guess, into Q1, going a little bit of the airpin. Not entirely familiar with this track. You can see that Ferrari going a little bit wide. But yeah, everyone's just trying to get their kind of shtick and trying to figure out, well, where can I find this? Especially through the chicane. That's going to be very important leading into the final corner or the straight. So yeah, everyone's going around. The Ferrari and the AlphaTauri are trailing behind each other, not really doing much. Um, but yeah, as of right now, it's looking good. New Roma with the 109950. He will get that advantage, but other people may begin to catch up as we look on geometry. Um, it's it's looking through it, he's doing pretty well. Obviously, last race he was doing very nice. Um, and yeah, I mean he's been pretty. He's been leading. He's been somewhat dominating over the field, with a pretty good gap to second place last time. But different car, not different cars, same cars, different track. That's, I guess, what matters the most in terms of that. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty. Nobody knows for sure what will happen, obviously. But as we have 5 minutes remaining, Geometry takes a 109.823. So everyone will begin to put in their faster laps. Now, Fish, he's the man to watch right now. He's been, I mean, he did a pretty decent result, P10, or I think he did P10, either that or P9. He he worked very hard for that position. I think he did pretty well. And so yeah, I mean, Frosty, who do you think will get eliminated in Q1?
I mean, I'm not quite sure yet because
Yeah.
half the people haven't even set their lap times, but um, I think it will be the people who have probably never driven this track before. There's probably some people, um, as this track doesn't really get driven a lot in public servers or just it's not really a fan favorite. That's that's uh,
Yeah.
that's what I'll say about this track.
Yeah, right now everyone's trying to find their flow. As we look at Tsukimaki third in the standings right now, he's will be able to try to fight for that championship lead, which he will be able to do with only a 15 points lead. He is approximately 11 points behind Geometry, and so if he will be able to um, outplace him by if Fish reaches second place and Niroma, well not Niroma, Geometry or Bisava don't um, reach first position or anything like that, Fish will, well no not Fish, sorry, Tsukimaki will lead the championship. But as of right now, Tsukimaki in P10. So I mean, if he doesn't keep working on himself and trying to find what kind of corners and what kind of things that he can do, then he's just going to be a sitting duck in P10. But right now he's at a 111. Will he be able to find 2 seconds off the pace? Who knows? But yeah, right now he's going to go into the first corner, going a little bit right. Going into the right-hander, going left now. He will be able to go through this. Not much time being, trying to keep on that straight. But right now at this corner, that's the one to look at. It's going to go through a chicane. Now, I think, oh, yeah, this is the actual lap with a 10.074. Yeah, Frosty, what do you think of Tsukimaki's performance so far?
I think Tsukiyomaki is a great driver, but
Yeah.
maybe he just hasn't driven this track. Like,
Yeah, I mean, everyone hasn't really, really kind of driven this track yet. It's completely new. Everyone's figuring out, well, let me try to find as much pace as possible during qualifying as we're going to the 1.5 minute mark now. Everyone will have to set in their lap times right about now, or else the drivers in risk, I think, are PLX3. I think that's a new man with IXMA, and Beastava. Beastava, I think, is a little bit surprising, all the way in P14 to finish P2. But you saw in the race last race, he went from P17 to P2. So will he be able to at least get a better result for himself and pick up that pace, or will he get eliminated? We have approximately 55 seconds and counting right now. Geometry going through the chicane, goes a little bit wide. Is he going to get his lap time invalidated? Top 10 is cut off. So Blot is the one to beat Doge. Doge is at risk right now. Geometry goes a little bit off wide. I wonder if he will just say, hey, I'm just thinking, well, I'm pretty much safe. As the next person from me is approximately 3/10 away from me. But Y side, he makes a 109.837, takes P3, takes that podium position, but it won't matter until we get obviously into the last qualifying. But yeah, Y side, he seems right about safe. Tiba, his qualifying from last race, not amazing, but he did get a good result, P4, I think. So he did get a great result off of that. Now, yeah, it's qualifying has ended. Jockey, I think he wasn't here last race, but obviously he's filling in the AlphaTauri seat, and he's trying to go. I think he stopped on the track. Let's look at anybody that has actually a hot lap going in. Beastava P7. Let's see if he can manage to get into a better position. But yeah, he's gonna keep going through that straight. And yeah, what do you think of Beastaba's performance from P17 to P2, Frosty?
I mean, last race was pretty crazy for a lot of people.
Yeah.
We would have seen a lot of changes in the top three, maybe top five. But you know, a lot of people crashed in that race,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
um, it, they, you know,
yeah, I mean, everyone, it was completely kind of out of control. People were crashing left and right, as you saw last race. YSI, he crashed out as qualifying one ended, blocked. Unfortunately, P11 knocked out T-Book. Performance, well, um, impressive drive from last race, but only a mere P12. So, yeah, I mean, if he can make up places, he will have to do that. But as of right now, it's looking like it will go to Geometry's hands. Um, Now the Alfa Romeos, not entirely sure if they're in um in here. But yeah, I think I mean, of course, Little Max like couldn't really attend the race, which is a bit of a shame. Missing out by the championship by a lot. Um, but yeah, right now everyone's setting in their laps again. Now they're all going out, which I am a little bit concerned about because of all the vision lag. But it is what it is, I guess. Um, but yeah, right now it's looking pretty good. Now Geometry, yeah, he's the man to watch. I mean, he's only P2 right now, but I mean, this qualifying didn't necessarily matter too much. He's gonna break at the 100-meter board, and he doesn't do it. I think he just did that for his out lap. But yeah, everyone's just gonna keep trying to set the fastest speed around it for the out lap so that they can get a better speed off of onto the next lap. But yeah, let's look at the Alfa Romeos. They've been doing pretty impressively. The Fish P3 right now. Last race he finished P10. Not too shabby of a result. Um, but yeah, I mean he's still doing pretty well. He's doing pretty nice. So yeah, firstly, do you think that Fish can improve off of this or no?
mm, I'm not sure. Um, he is like quite a fan favorite, I guess, because last race people were telling us to spectate him a lot, and
Oh yeah, and so mistakes. P5. Um, that was a bit of a jump. Um, I think I got that on my end, but still, Fish P5. Now, I mean, yeah, you will have to take those kind of performances that he's done last race, make it better into another race. Here in Czechia, it's very technical, very fast track. Um, but yeah, I mean, he's been doing pretty well. Um, and so yeah, I mean, he's been doing pretty well, and he's gonna keep going. I think this is his first flying lap. He's gonna go through the final chicane, trying to set a time. Will he be able to get it? P3 still 110.682. Pretty impressive. And the Mercedes, they just got into the wall. I guess it bended just a little. Um, yeah, he's just there, a jelly. I mean, we haven't heard much from the Mercedes. Mercedes obviously not doing the best in terms of the championship. But yeah, I mean, I guess something happened to it. Yeah, I mean, that's all really. And so yeah, what do you see, Preston?
mm, I'm not sure about the Mercedes. Um, Last race they didn't really do that well. They were fighting for places in the back, but I don't remember much from them. Uh, Considering they should be, a pretty good team. They have, high expectations, or they should have. And I guess they don't have as good drivers as the other teams, or maybe
Yeah.
they just, don't know this track enough. I keep talking about this track because I think not a lot of people like this track.
I mean, it's just taking very long right now. I mean, right now I'm completely unfamiliar with track. Um, Everyone's trying to do whatever and whatnot. I mean, the more popular tracks like Hockenheim, more Baku, which it might be a little bit of a, bit, you know, madness. But yeah, everyone's just setting their toes in the sand, I guess, just kind of, feeling overall track being, you know, well, so because this is also practice for them, it's not entirely just like, oh, I'm gonna hop in quality and do whatever. No, they're still trying to get familiar with it. Suki and Maki, 1010, went a 110.420. Nice. Yeah, he's been on the flyer. Um, Now Jockey Yaku, and also Red Fish, or I think that was his name. Let's look up Beastable though. Yeah, he's been taking B2. He's done whatever to try to um take, you know, the the positions, and he's been taking it to his advantage, trying to get that race pace out of him. And yeah, I mean it's like it's pretty good. And yeah, I mean it's pretty much like that.
Um, the Red Bulls, or at least I remember Beastava was pretty fast last time.
Yeah.
I forgot who's the other driver again for Red Bull.
Uh, Alex, I think something like that, but I don't think he is on here right now. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he's been doing pretty well. I mean, yeah, overall, it's pretty good.
Let's see,
Just go,
Geometry.
man. Oh, yeah, he's on the flyer, I guess, preparing for his outlap.
He is on the outlap.
Yeah, and so I mean, I think he would be doing pretty well. I mean, Geometry obviously took P1 last race, took P3 in the qualifying, so his race pace will definitely be a lot better. But Beast of a P2, 109.656. So he will be just getting those laps and try to prepare and whatnot as we go into the 3 minutes and 20 seconds counting. Yeah, Tokyo Baki's going to go through the final corner. And I think this might be his lap time, his flying lap, as he's going to start going around it, goes through the double right-hander, go through the straight, trying to straight line that as much as he can, adds a little bit of oversteer, keep pushing through, goes to the left-right sequence, could take it easily straight, gets as wide as he can on the left to get as much of an exit speed as he can on the right. Going through the first DRS zone, obviously activate it as soon as he possibly can. A little bit of an elevation change, a little bit blind. He's going to go through the next chicane, but he, I guess, cuts that corner. And so he won't be able to have his lap time be validated anymore. But Red Jelly, um, it's like,
Hmm.
and so yeah. Sorry? But yeah, I mean, everyone's other flyers right now, and yeah, I think the Red Bulls piece of it, I think he might be on his flyer lap too. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's looking like he will have to just push even more approximately 4/10 off from P1. But yeah, I mean everything's looking pretty nice. Overall vibes of this track is a little bit iffy. I mean obviously not, you know,
Oh,
everybody doesn't know this, but oh,
yes, he has a
Bistava, he's out of this race, yeah,
big
or out of
crash.
qualifying. Not entirely sure if he can just go back in, but he just had a huge shunt on that end.
I'm gonna see a
Yeah,
replay of that
yeah,
as he goes up
see
the
him.
hill
Yeah, I mean,
and
I guess he
just
carried
going
too much
straight.
speed. Yeah, I guess he just carried too much speed into that, and either his inputs just completely crashed or, you know, whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he will be able to do that. But yeah, everyone's starting to put in their flyers right now. Suki Amaki, he's going to start his flyer lap going through the first corner. He's gonna go through that straight again. Has a little bit of oversteer, but he saves
Drifts
it.
through the corner.
Yeah, I mean, he catch that oversteer, but I don't know if that will help him with his lap. I think he may have gone a little bit too wide off of there, and he did. Let's look at Yaku, I think that's his name. He's gonna go through that left-right sequence, trying to get as much speed into the right corner, sacrificing a little of the entry speed into the left-hander, but he will get that TRS in the straight. We'll keep going. It's gonna go through the chicane. It's gonna keep trying, and yeah, I mean everything's looking like yeah. If he will be able to improve this lap time, he will get into Q3. But who knows completely? He hasn't set a lap yet. YSI also hasn't set a lap yet, and Doge. So I guess everyone hasn't. Everyone's gotten their laps invalidated. But right now, Jockey, he's trying to get into Q3. He's going to go through the final chicane. He's trying to get through that final corner. Will he be able to get through? No, he will not. He's only at unset lap time. So everyone's just 3 people knocked out. No lap times, no anything.
Yoki,
Um,
YSI, and Doge. They didn't set a lap time. I think YSI was on a lap, but uh, he either went a bit wide and got invalidation, or
yeah.
or maybe he was just on his out lap.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's really looking like it won't go to Ferrari's hands, because I mean, last race it was, you know, they had a constructors lead, drivers championships lead. Right now it's looking like it's gonna go to Red Bull, as of right now. But you know, everyone, it's still Q3, and you know, the race is all that matters. Doesn't matter about the qualifying. Doesn't matter about the position that you were in, as shown by Beastava, making the impressive feat of P17 to P2. So, if he can um, do this, it would be great. So yeah, what's your thoughts, Rusty?
I think that's Tsukimaki in front of him. Tsukiyomaki, whatever his name is. We don't really know how to pronounce his name uh, in the studio here.
Yeah, really weird name, I guess. Um, but yeah, I mean I mean everyone's, I guess, trying to, you know, do whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can see both of them. I mean, he's kind of in the corner a little bit. I think Beastava. And yeah, they're gonna start their first lap. You can see all 3 of them, the McLaren, the Red Bull, and the Ferrari. Um, they're gonna keep all trying their laps. You can see them a little bit. Suki Maki has a little bit of an oversteer. I don't think he will be able to save that. But as we see geometry right now, he will attempt to get that pole position. He
It goes
gets out a little bit. Let's look at Beastavo right now. Only, I think the one with the real chance, I guess, goes a little bit wide on there. Don't know if that lap will be invalidated or not. Most likely not. As we see them going through the corners, get a little bit inside in the corner entry, but that is okay. I don't think he lost too much time on there. Going through the hairpin, make sure not to touch that yellow curb or else you will get launched. Gonna go through the right-hander now. Just gonna keep going through the left-hander. Keep going again. Everyone's gonna keep trying to see if they can set their lap times, but Beastavo crosses the line 109.595. So approximately somewhat around 500ths off from his best lap time in Q2, but of course he will try to keep attempting. Fish with a 110.350. So he is the man to watch right now. He's going to keep trying to push even more for the pole position. But New Roma, actually, last time we saw him in the test race, he was doing pretty well. But last race he got put under pressure, DNF'd unfortunately. But you know, he can always come back from this. So yeah, I mean, yeah, what do you think, Rusty?
People are trying to, set their lap times right now. I think Tsukimaki's on a flyer right now, going through the, I guess you could call it the Spa bus stop chicane. It kind of resembles that, going through the last two corners. Let's see, what's his lap time gonna be at? 110.367. That puts him in first place, just a tad bit behind Fish. That might not be their final laps, but they can keep improving on this track. They can find the braking zones, maybe some places to go a bit faster, take a different line. Yeah.
So I mean, everyone's of course knowing about the 100,000 Robux prize pool provided by Ek, the wonderful game owner that so kindly gave us the prize pool. Everyone will try to work hard for it. Little bit of a discussion yesterday before the race, just about engineers, team principals, whatnot. I personally think, they don't do too much, but I'm not trying to offend anybody that has done it. But New Roma within 109.134. So he has, his form has gone up again, approximately 4/10 up from Beastavo. Beastavo, yeah, he's still on his outlap Fish. Let's look at him. Or not, I don't think he's on here. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna
starts his flying lap now, going through the finish line.
Yeah, and so I think New Roma might have done a new world. No, oh my gosh, new world record. I cannot say that. Not entirely. Just saw somebody say that, but until after the race, we need to check. But as of right now. I mean, yeah, everyone's gonna keep trying and keep pushing and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, everything's looking like it will go to Red Bull's advantage, even though Williams, they did battle last race. They're not leading by any chance. So the most realistic option is Beastava. As of right now, I think Geometry still hasn't set a lap yet, and that's a little bit concerning. As everyone
a little bit wide. He might have cut the corner there, or taken some track limits. Let's see, he's gonna finish his lap, going through the final chicane.
Yep, everyone will to improve. No, he will not. Still the same lap time. But yeah, right now I think Geometry stopped on track. I think he's just stopping behind so that he doesn't get any vision blocking from all the non-collisions there is. Yeah, Fish is gonna cross the line. I think he is on his flyer lap. He's gonna go a little bit wide on that corner entry just to get a better exit, and more exit speed. Gonna go through that basically a hairpin, going through that sort of chicane. Going on to the left-hander now. It's gonna go through that left-right sequence, almost like Beckettson, that S section in Mexico. And he's gonna go through that DRS straight. Has a little bit of a downhill section so they can carry a little bit more speed off of that. Goes through that chicane, nails it perfectly. Now goes onto the left-hander. I think he will be able. Yeah, he does take that flat, easy flat. It's gonna go through the second pitch straight. And so yeah, he's gonna touch that curb a little. Might hurt his lap times just a wee bit. But yeah, he's gonna go through that right-hander again. Gonna go left. Gonna keep trying to get the best result that he can. Gonna go through the final chicane. Will he be able to improve? Crosses the line. Yes. 110.253. Not enough to improve positions, but just enough to improve. Tsukiyamaki, I think, is on his flyer lap. Everyone's now looking at him. Goes a little bit wide on that corner entry. Obviously, everyone's taking similar lines, similar everything, trying to figure out, well, I'm trying to push as hard as I can, and especially, everyone is just going through it. They're gonna keep trying. Gets that through the DRS straight and whatnot. He's gonna keep trying and attempting, to make it work. He has a little bit of a, bouncy, but he's gonna go through the right-hander again, go through that hairpin. Go through the left-hander. He's gonna keep going, gonna keep trying to do it. Just gonna go through that right-hander again, left-hander again. Lots of hairpin styles, honestly, on this track. Lots of fast and flowy corners, and not unlike Baku. But he crossed the line. I don't think he improved yet. Tsukiyamaki, though, he's been doing pretty well. P3 in the standings, so he's done himself a favor. Geometry, though, I mean, he hasn't set a lap time yet. This is the important part of what he needs to do. If he cannot set a lap time, he will be P5, which will hurt him a lot. So right now, we're just waiting on him to finish his lap times. Yeah, he's doing his out lap right now. Only 33 seconds and counting right now. So he's gonna keep attempting, keep trying and whatnot. He stopped suddenly off the track.
Maybe trying to get some ERS, as they need ERS to, be faster on the straights. As Geometry starts his flying lap now, his final lap, his qualifying does end now with the checkered flag.
Right now he's going to keep trying to go through the hairpin. He's going to keep attempting. Will he be able to dislodge New Roma with a 109.134? He will keep attempting. He will keep trying. He's going to keep going through those series of corners. He's going to keep trying. He's going to get a good exit off of that corner, going onto the DRS straight. Now, braking at the 100-meter board, going through the chicane. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep trying to do it. And right now he's doing it. And he's going through the right-hander, goes through that hairpinish corner. Gonna go through the left-hander, very fast flowing. Tries to straight line as much as he can to save time off of that. Somewhat lift off of that. Then keep going. Now he's going to brake at the beginning of that curb, or at least I think he does. He's going to keep trying. Will he be able to get a good lap time? P3, 109.367. So, exactly 1 second ahead of Tsukiyamaki. But P3. That's where he started last race. Will he be able to get that that first position and win the race? Who knows? But as of right now, we are resetting this server.
Setting the server for some reason. I guess you can see
Just to reset the ping, I
some
think.
replays. Here's
Yeah,
Suki
so
Maki slipping a little bit, doing a drift through that corner. Loses him quite a bit of time. As I don't think that was his fast lap either way, so
yeah,
it
I
doesn't
mean,
really
I
matter
think,
for him.
I think he was still trying to, do whatever and try to keep, you know, going through it. But I think once he cut that oversteer, he just couldn't keep going on with it. Um, well, yeah, right now he's just doing whatever. Everyone's just waiting around. Um, everyone's just trying to look. But yeah, right now it's I think New Roma in first position. Same way he started last race, I think. He won, so he will be the man to watch. As we see Beasto right now, he's obviously crashed into the wall a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, right now everyone's looking right now. Um, as we see it, geometry goes a little bit wide. That I think that was his outlap
Mm,
anyways, or at least I think he was doing fast lap and then he just aborted it. Hits the wall again. Tries that to take off his wheels, but yeah, it's like that. Um, yeah, everyone's kicked right now. Um, so yeah, I mean, just
right
looking
now
at right
we're
now.
looking at a black screen because
Yeah, I mean,
the
we're just
game had to be reset. The server had to be reset, and we're gonna join back just a little bit.
yeah, I mean, everyone's just waiting right now. I mean, it's pretty cool here, I guess. Um, well, yeah, I think last race, lots of vision lag, extreme amounts actually. Um, and yeah, everyone was just, trying to do the best as they could. I was trying to do the best as I could for commentating. Um, but everyone got through fine. I think for first race, it was pretty good. As we're waiting for the drivers, um, everyone's just looking forward towards the race. You can see. Oops, sorry about that. You can see all the drivers just starting to line up behind the safety car. I think they will do a formation lap. Firstly, um, safety car driver, obviously the best driver of all time. Amazing. They're like goaded, but it's just all jokes. But yeah, you can see everyone's starting to line up right now. It's looking yeah, everyone's just attempting right now. Yeah, we're just waiting for the safety car to start going, and yeah, we'll go ahead. So yeah, what's your predictions for this race, Frosty?
Mm, I'm not sure. Last race it was quite chaos. There was a lot of position changes. I'm not sure. Like we weren't sure who's gonna be first, who's gonna be second, third, even last.
Yeah,
Um, as they're
welcome.
lining up in the pits now, we can see them in the background, and
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
gonna start.
everyone's.
They're gonna start driving very soon. The safety car is
Yeah,
going backwards now.
but
Um,
yeah, I mean, everyone's just waiting out right now. Safety car is going out, I think. Or not. I think it's off in the distance. Everything, everyone's just waiting up right now. Everyone's following the safety car into the formation lap and going to their grid spots. But yeah, I guess yeah, everyone's starting to begin their laps. Everyone's beginning to warm up. No tire warm up, obviously, because there's no tire temps. But yeah, everyone's gonna keep trying. Let's go see a little bit of an error, through here. But yeah, and everyone's gonna keep trying to do it. Very real quick. But yeah, and so yeah, everyone's just doing what they can right now. I don't think we can see anybody. Just looking at corner one, not the best sight to be watching right now, but yeah, we're watching right now. So yeah, I think they said it was about 40 laps here to the back, and so I think some of the people like Wyside, I think he might have to go further back right now. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, everyone's trying to, do whatever. I guess we're just looking at oh, okay, that's a little bit weird. Um, and so yeah, I mean, we're just trying to see it right now. Um, uh, just seeing the safety car go around. Well, not seeing it right now, but okay, we can see the first car going up into the distance. It's waiting. It's just seeing and trying to yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the AlphaTauris, I think, went a little bit backwards inside of the pit lane, but
Some
you can
people,
see everybody in the distance. Um,
some people are
so
joining a little bit late, so they have to go backwards. Go backwards into their grid positions.
yeah, and as we go, as we see everybody waiting up, everyone's trying to line up, of course, trying to try to push the best they can. And obviously, no race is set right now. I think it will be 25 laps of Czechia. Not entirely sure about how many turns there is, but it will be a lot shorter than last race. Last race approximately was an hour long, somewhere around that. And yeah, now we're just trying to see if we can have more laps with Czechia. Czechia is a lot more forgiving compared to Hockenheim, where I mean it still is forgiving, but especially with that hairpin, right after the parabolica, everyone would have gone wide and invalidated the lap times and whatnot. But right now it's a very unfamiliar course to everybody. Everyone doesn't really necessarily know. We're just waiting on the lights to go out right now. As we're seeing everybody trying to prepare up, talking with their engineers, saying whatever, figuring out their strategies, tire strategies, whatnot. As we can see, the grandstands and whatnot, it's looking like a very exciting race is about to unfold. We're gonna keep trying to see if they will be able to actually go soon. As of right now, it's looking like it's not starting soon. But what's your thoughts, Frosty?
I think it will start fairly soon. Some people are revving up their engines in the background.
Yeah, I mean,
We can't really see the lights, how many lights there are. Um,
yeah. Well, I think if you go into free cam, I think you might be able to see it. But
can't really do that right now.
yeah.
Because we would have to
Um,
go back to spectate and stuff. But as a
I mean, yeah.
last person is uh going on the
You're going
grid.
on to there. Yeah, he's gonna keep trying. Yep. So I think yeah, North flag right now. Green flag was waving, but it is ignored. As we see the drivers line up right now, Mercedes, they haven't done necessarily too well. I think they're in the midfield right now in terms of the constructor standings. Um, so yeah, I mean it's looking like people will have to, you know, figure out. Um, so yeah, what's your thoughts, Rusty?
My thoughts are, I think the race is gonna start soon now, as the last person has lined up on their grid spot.
Yeah.
We might see the lights soon. Waiting on last driver. We're still waiting on somebody. They haven't gone to their grid position yet, or they haven't, gotten ready,
Yeah,
or
and
something like that.
so
It might be a bit
yeah,
late.
and so I think Discord it has something. Um, but yeah, as of right now, everyone's still, still attempting to do everything. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just if you can go, I think Shift P, I think is the free cam handset, if you can.
Wait, can we? Oh, you can go.
Yeah, you don't know.
What? I thought you can only go in like when you're like walking.
No, and then you also use your mouse too. Scroll wheel too for
I can't.
obviously the speed.
Can't really use that.
Yeah, and so everyone's waiting around. Not entirely sure if the mouse is even available because it doesn't look like it is. It's just not moving. Well, yeah, you can see the drivers starting to line up right now. Everyone's preparing. Safety car a little bit inside of the pack, which is a little bit questionable. It's a missing spot right now. And yeah. I mean, what do you think, Preston?
I think there's two missing spots actually. It's kind of like a line separating the pack.
Yeah. So let's just look at the lights. Let's we're just going pretty far away.
So I think this might be Y-side. Yeah,
I think it is Y-side. Yeah, and so there's let's get the lights into the shots real quick, and then we'll get into lights down.
I can't really do that. It's not letting me.
Just like go behind a little.
Mouse is it's not real. Like this.
You sure? Yeah.
Can we see from behind?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we're gonna be going. I think around 25 laps of Czechia. Everyone's gonna keep going. Everyone's preparing. New Roma, pole position, beast of a P2. He's been P2 in the standings too. Same place that he finished. And then it's lights out and away we go. Everyone's gonna keep going. New Roma is gonna keep going into that first corner. He's gonna go to the first corner. He's gonna get that first position. That McLaren keeps trying to battle him from behind. Everyone's trying to figure out, oh well, where can I go? We're gonna go through the hairpin again. Who will be able to go through? The McLaren goes a little bit wide, but Geometry and Y-Side goes and keeps following. Y-Side back into P2 ahead of Geometry and ahead of Beast. Everyone's going to keep going. New Roma, again, being challenged by Y-Side for that first position. Who will be able to go through? Now, everyone's going to keep trying. Everyone's going to go through the left-hander. Now, going into the 100-meter board. Everyone's going to go through the chicane again. Everyone's there's only a 10-second gap between IXMA. I think something's happened with him right now. But as of right now, New Roma, he's still leading right now. Y-Side, obviously, is still challenging New Roma right now, saying Y-Side right now. But New Roma seems like he's ahead. And it's just it's been pretty good. But I think that's Geometry. Oh no, not Geometry. Y-Side is out of the race again. He's out of the race. He's completely gone. He's I think he's retired again. Second race in a row that he's retired. Not entirely sure how that happened. We could see him going into the wall. I think he just got pressured a little bit too much into there. Um, and so yeah, I mean everyone's trying to go through PLX. I think he's taking place of Elio, um, or not. Yeah, Elio. He's taking place of him. But right now, New Roma still maintains that lead. Pickles all the way back in P3. The Mercedes are taking a fight, taking a shot. The Williams PLX is going to keep trying to fight back. He's going to keep trying. Geometry, the only hope for Ferrari to maintain their lead. New Roma, though, in the Williams. Will he be able to get through? No idea. 25 laps, who knows? The medium tires, obviously, not the fastest, but it will provide the most durability. Everyone in this field, I think, is on the mediums. And then once we switch on to onto softs, it will happen. But everyone will have to keep doing tire management and not make sure to, keep their tire deck as low as possible throughout this stint so that they can push as soon as they can on the soft tires to hopefully do a 1 to 2 stop strategy. Maybe even 3 stops if you were that aggressive with it. But I think it's mainly just going to be 1 to 2 stops. So yeah. Yeah,
Here
so
we can
frustrating.
see Pickle and
Yeah,
PLX and a lot of other people here
so
fighting
DRS
for
is now active. Um,
third place.
yeah, so everyone's gonna keep trying to see if we can do it. We can see the DRS enabled on the top screen. Everyone's gonna keep trying now. PLX though in the Williams, very impressive drive. I think he will be able to take that championship, constructors championship lead if he does get a good result of P4 or above, with New Roma leading. But right now, Geometry seems like he's challenging Red Jelly, I think that was his name. IXMA, I think, yeah, he's out too. I was just talking about him earlier. He is completely out of this race.
His car is
No wheels,
completely
no nothing.
demolished.
Yeah, and so I wonder if there will be a safety car. They didn't say there was a safety car, but I mean, it's a huge crash from him. And so yeah, I mean, if they don't push out for a safety car, I don't really know why they wouldn't. As you can see right now, he's in the inside. He can do whatever. But New Rome, he still maintains that lead. Red Jelly all the way in P2. So he didn't qualify P2 at all, but he made places from the start. Geometry still battling out New Roma. Now, I think in the latter stages, Geometry will be able to get more of an advantage, but right now he's fallen back behind from them as the other Mercedes, I think Pickles is going to keep challenging Geometry for that third place, for that podium position. But New Roma, you can see that front wing over there with Y-Side. I wonder if, because there's been 2 DNFs so far and there's no safety cars so far, and I wonder if
There's a front wing on the side of the track.
yeah, and so
right next to the curbs. They might get a safety car for that.
I mean, yeah, but I guess they haven't pushed it out so far, which I do find a little bit concerning because, I mean, yeah, it's a full front wing. IXMA, he's been out. We saw him completely no wheels, no nothing, and they just don't have a safety car. It's a little bit, honestly, not the right call in my book. I would have called for the safety car, but that is up to the stewards. Now, Red Jelly, he hits the curb a little bit too much. Yeah, he's gonna keep trying. You can see that green livery on him, that green helmet, whatever. Going through this second pitch straight. It's gonna keep trying to go through. Geometry now leading. I didn't even see this. He's 1 second, 0.6 seconds behind. So if Geometry can keep, going and he can maintain this lead, then he will lead even further with around a 52 lead, 52 points total. And so yeah, he's gonna keep trying. So yeah.
I think New Roma had a little bit of a a corner cut, or I think he went wide and got like a slowdown in this part of the lap, this part of the circuit, last lap, that made him fall down to third place. That's why
Yeah, I
Geometry
mean,
is leading right now, but Geometry has lost a lot of time now because the Red Bull and the Williams, I mean, the Mercedes and the Williams, they've caught up to them, and New Roma's already trying to overtake him. New Roma might just be in front already.
yeah, I mean, you can see New Roma, they're going to keep going through. It's going to be a three-way battle for first position. Geometry still keeps that first. And he's going to keep challenging. But you can see, yeah, Red Jelly, he's going to keep fighting. New Roma retakes the lead. Geometry, I think, oh, he's falling a little bit behind. Wait, yeah, let's look at Geometry real quick. He's falling behind. Yeah, let's. Oh, he's pitted, which is a little bit concerning because, I mean, pit window for softs and whatnot was 11 laps, and so if he tried to undercut him, it definitely wouldn't have worked, because the mediums, they definitely can last for 15 laps and onwards. So I'm a little bit surprised off of that, but yeah, right now.
Looking at Little Max, I didn't see him before in the race or in the qualifying. I think he joined a little bit late, but he's already up to third position. So we got a yellow flag in sector 2. His Hyper's out. His crashes.
Yeah, no, Hyper's out. I think this will have to be a safety car. It's so. Yeah, this definitely has to be a safety car because, like, there's no safety car needed.
There's 3 crashes. And still no safety car.
Dude, I mean, this is just mad. There's 3 retirements. All 3 have been needing a safety car. This is just stupid. Honestly, I'm calling it like that. I mean, I don't know why they aren't calling out their safety cars, because, I mean, they need to.
Yeah, they. I don't know what the stewards are thinking, or whoever decides the safety car, but I don't know, man. They're doing. I think they might be on some substance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
in a way, but
that's what happens.
New Roma here, leading Red Jelly by a whole 2 seconds, as Little Max is trying to overtake him already. Little Max gains this second position now.
Yeah, as you can see, New Roma right now, he's got a 3-second lead. I think you will attempt that overcut right now, which I think is viable, because 9 laps is, the beginning of when you want to pit for softs and not mediums. Big Geometry pitted all the way in lap 7 for the mediums, or for the softs. So yeah, we're just looking at it right now. Yeah, I mean, Little Max still trying to catch that first place position. With New Roma, I think we will have to pit soon, though. 25 laps, whatnot. I think some people might go for the 2 to 3 stops, like what Geometry did, which doesn't seem like a really viable option, considering it's only 25 laps, and whatnot. But yeah, everyone's still trying to go through. As we can see, it's gonna be a battle for P5 right now. Everyone's gonna keep trying to see if they can go through. They're gonna go into the last corner, going into the 10th lap. You can see the Ferrari, Red Bull, and Alfa Romeo, I think, are battling it out for 4th position. But yeah, I mean, let's look at T-Book. Or not. I think he just pitted. Yeah, he did. I think he did just pit for the softs. Or not entirely sure. but yeah, he's got a 5-second lead right now, and so like last time, what I was trying to say, I think some people are trying to abuse the pit lane speed limit, um, and so yeah. What do you think about that, Rusty?
I'm not sure about the pit lane speed limit, but you can see here a battle for the second place between Geometry and Beast. Beast is gonna try to overtake Geometry, but he falls behind now a little bit. Uh,
Yeah, but right now I think yes, some people are definitely abusing the safety car, well not safety car, the pit lane, um, time, because right now it's only 8 seconds. I think last race we were talking about it. ARC never made an announcement about it, because there should be at least a minimal of 15 seconds. But yeah, right now it's looking like it won't go into his favor. And yeah, I mean, I don't think that is a little bit, I don't know.
might be a
But I
little bit
think
concerning.
YSI I think is still in this race. I think he was retired a few laps ago, but I guess he came back. Yeah, let's see, YSI all the way back in 14th.
The Ferraris
Sketching a little bit.
might have a spare car. I don't know if that's very legal.
Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, gonna go through the right-hander, approximately 3 seconds behind. Everyone's still, I guess, done doing whatever. But let's look at PLX and Jockey. I think that's what its name is in 6th and 7th. They're still battling it out. The Williams, yeah, they're gonna keep trying to fight. He's trying to get as much points as possible for Williams so that they can start leading the constructors championship. But yeah, right now he's seeming like he's in 6th position. He's still going through that final chicane. You can see Jockey obviously was very I mean he did a decent job in qualifying and whatnot. But yeah, you can see him the Williams right now. You can see him keep going. And so yeah, I think we are about the halfway mark, and I think we do have a safety car. Pickles, I think, yeah, let's look at Pickles.
finally.
14th position, let's look at Pickles. He's out completely. Yeah, he's just stopped on the track. I think he
crashed
just
out at the
completely
same
quit
place.
on this.
Same place as Y
That's
side.
YSI, yeah. And so yeah, let's look at his front his damage real quick if we can see his onboard not onboard. He can drive, but I mean
He still has his front wing, but he was in.
yeah, I mean he's still pretty much I mean yeah, he was pretty much in the wall. So that pretty much triggered a safety car because I mean he did get into the wall. Some of the walls do have they don't have the tire barriers and whatnot, and tire removing strips. But that definitely was a safety car, and I did get that. As we go pretty much halfway through it, we've been talking about safety cars and whatnot, and yeah, with the safety car, I think that Pickles he will definitely be able to catch up through the field because everyone's still pretty much edging towards first position and trying to see if they can do it. But yeah, let's look at Geometry right now. He's pretty much leading. And yeah, let's see the different camera angle if we can, so that we can see it. I think Pocanaldo is the safety car. Let's see if we can even see Pocanaldo. I think. I'm not entirely sure if we can. No, we cannot, unfortunately. But yeah, we're seeing everyone just going under the safety car, trying to pace around. I mean, Geometry has to pace. He has the advantage of going whenever he wants to. A little bit behind the safety car, but that is okay. So yeah, what do you think, Rusty?
I don't know. That safety car call was a little bit weird. I'd have to say they called the safety car um, for Pickles for crashing, but he didn't
Yeah.
even lose a front wing. We had 3 crashes before that. Didn't need a safety car.
Yeah, and so I mean, if you looked at X Hyper, for example, he was sort of far away from the track, but someone still could have crashed and gone next to him. I think that was very that should have been called by a safety car, um, but it is what it is right now. I mean, everyone's still trying to go. Safety car in this lap, um, so yeah, they're still trying to keep, um, you know, at least trying to um, get as good as they can. I think some people might have pitted during the safety car period because it is basically a free safety, not safety, it's a free pit stop basically. Um, so yeah, I mean everyone's still pretty much attempting to keep trying. They're still trying to see. Well, I want to get the first position. Geometry, he is right behind Niroma's tail. And so, I mean, I think at the end of the slap, it will be a very close battle. But yeah, I mean, everyone's just going through, doing everything and whatnot. Everyone's just still preparing. And so, yeah, what do you think?
I think we can see now the safety car going in very soon.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
they're
we can
still.
spectate the safety car.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's gonna be their safety car is gonna go in. Let's look at geometry now. It's gonna go with green flag right now. We're gonna be resuming racing. PLX, I think he's all the way in P2 now. I think not entirely sure, but geometry has a good launch of that safety car, taking the advantage of it. Now he will get at 1.2 second lead right now, but both the Williams, they're gonna keep fighting. I don't know if the Williams are trying to figure out, hey, well, let's work together to catch geometry, because geometry already has a 1.4 second lead, and so I mean, unless they start working together, it's just going to be a matter of fighting for P2 and not rather just this. But so yeah, everyone's still trying right now. I think the championship lead still going to Ferrari, and especially still since geometry will get that first position if he does win. I've got approximately 10 laps to go, so it will be very close. Everyone's gonna keep trying. PLX still trying to fight with Little Max. Little Max, yeah, I think he came all the way from the back last time, but yeah, right now he's good to keep fighting for that podium position. YSI makes a move on Tsukiyamaki. Tsukiyamaki all the way in P13. I'm a little bit surprised about that, because I mean, he is P3 in the standings, so somebody may get the jump on him. But yeah, right now, everyone's still trying to go through, and yeah, Tsukiyamaki is unfortunately P13. Well, he can possibly get bits of more moves and whatnot. But yeah, Little Max is still attempting to get that podium position, fighting off with PLX. Now, yeah, they've got away from the top two. New Roma with a 1.5 second gap to geometry. So who knows if he will be able to actually get that win. But it's only a matter of time. Now we've got basically 9 laps left to go. So yeah, I think everyone's doing it, and also I think what somebody said earlier was there's no Alpines. I think all of the Alpines are dead. Like I mean, I've never seen an Alpine in here. Have you?
Nope. There might have been
Yeah.
one last race, right?
No, I'm not. I think
Was there?
yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at the standings right now. I think Alpine only got one singular point. And so yeah, I mean, I don't think their drivers are here today. I'm not entirely sure if the Aston Martins are still trying to do whatever. But yeah, I think last race was mainly filled with reserve drivers, and now it's actually with the more main drivers, and yeah, everyone's still trying. Little Max still P3, still trying to keep doing this. He's catching behind New Roma, which he's got a 1.8-second gap from Geometry, but
I
Little
think
Max, I think, yeah, he got swapped by PLX.
he got
And
a
so, yeah.
small cooldown, I think.
Yeah, he
Mm,
definitely did get a cooldown because Beastava takes P4, steals it from Little Max. Um, and so yeah, I mean everyone's still trying. So what do you think?
mm, I think geometry actually, um, how do I say it? Like, uh, restarted early, from the
Yeah.
safety car, because he got like a second lead. When we see someone flipping, I think that's
Oh, oh,
Fish.
oh, 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 and that's Fish. He just got off completely. Okay, I mean that's a little bit weird. But I mean yeah, he might lose a few positions off of that. Um, but yeah, hearing from the stewards now, it's a possibility that that Geometry might get investigated. Um, but who knows entirely? Um,
You can see
I
here
mean,
battle for second place. Neuron was gonna try to defend it, but his teammate is gonna try to take it away from him. Uh, PLX and also Beast and Little Max too. They're all fighting for second position.
yeah, and so I mean everyone's still trying to fight Nero. I mean he obviously DNF'd. You know he you know got first position, got pole last time, but he wasn't able to convert that into any kind of position because he DNF'd. And so yeah, I mean, do you think that Niroma will be able to get through with it?
He might actually be able to if he decides to go fast, if he wants to go fast. Because I
I mean,
think
I think
he can
everyone still
definitely
wants to
do it.
go fast.
He can definitely do it. But I don't think he's trying.
Yeah,
He was leading the race before. I'm not sure if he got pole position. I forgot.
yeah. I mean, so yeah. I mean, going back at geometry though, I still think he might get investigated. Unfortunately, because I think he did go a little bit too early. Um, but yeah, let's look at the drivers right now. I'm still looking. I'm still talking with the stewards right now, seeing if they do actually will or not do if they will actually investigate right now. Well, yeah, let's look at the drivers right now. I think yeah, geometry and everybody and so and so yeah, right now everyone's still attempting to catch that lead. Um, and so yeah, yeah,
Oh,
everyone's
actually,
still battling
New
for
Roma's
P1.
not that far behind. Geometry. He's caught up about 5 tenths already. He might be able to get DRS now if he can make it to
Yeah,
the straight. He's
and
already
so
up
yeah,
almost a second. He's
let's look at real quick. The Discord I think has something.
what?
But
Oh,
and so yeah, right now I think there's some drivers um that are under investigation. I think, which is a little bit unfortunate. Um, yeah, I mean everyone. I think I think they did overtake under safety car and whatnot, and that is a little bit unfortunate. But I mean, if they can um, do it and whatnot, I think, yeah, I mean, still they're gonna keep trying to get the best result they can, regardless. And so yeah,
People
I
wanna
think
people wanna see the they wanna see the Alfa Romeos, or at least Little Max.
yeah. And so yeah, I mean,
He's also trying to fight for first place, I'm guessing. He's like trying to catch up.
yeah. And
He's
so
only 2 seconds behind. There's a new Roma. If he gets DRS in this on this straight here, he might be able to catch up a lot, and he does. And so does Little Max and Beast. But
yeah,
new Roma now caught up a lot. Not actually that much.
yeah. And so also PLX3, I think he also might get investigated by the stewards. Um, of course, also under overtaking under safety car. But it's just a possibility right now. I'm talking with the stewards, seeing if they actually do want to go. But yeah, as we go back into the race, we're going to see New Roma. He's got approximately a few, you know, yeah. So
I
yeah, I
think
think he will.
all that new Roma has to do is keep in front of, or stay in front of Little Max. Try to
Yeah.
defend his position, and that DRS is gonna actually help him. If he does get it, he got a last lap. It will help him stay away from Little Max, as we only have like 2 laps left.
Yeah, and so the other drivers, I think, they're gonna keep trying to do whatnot. But yeah, I think PLX3 still might get investigated. Not entirely sure though. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's all really.
But geometry, we're not fully sure about geometry.
Geometry, I'm not entirely. I mean, there's still a chance for him to for New Roma to catch up to him, but seems like they won't be able to. Um,
But Wysa
but
has
yeah, I mean,
he's actually caught up back into 7th place. He was in last place. He had to rejoin the race.
yeah, and so we're gonna go into the penultimate lap. Y-side, he's still in P7. Drivers right now that might get investigated: PLX3, Redfish, and T-Book. Both of them, all three of them, are getting investigated for overtaking under safety car. That which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't think. I mean, some of them. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, uh, yeah, some of them are pretty much.
Gaining an advantage.
Yeah, they're still gaining advantage and whatnot, and so it is a little bit major.
As we're now
But
going into the last lap, geometry leads. He might get a penalty after this. 70-30 chance, 70%.
yeah, but yeah, everyone's still pretty much keep trying to go. New Roma, I mean, he probably won't be able to catch up to Geometry, but Geometry will keep trying to go through, and he's gonna keep doing it and whatnot. But yeah, he's gonna keep going. He's gonna keep attempting to maintain that first position. But we're going into the final lap. New Roma might be able to catch him, but now it's Beastava trying to catch ahead from New Roma. New Roma, I mean, he hasn't had the greatest start to the season, but right now he's battling Beastava. They're gonna keep going through. Geometry, it's looking like it's pretty much set in stone for him through the pit straight, but Beastava is still trying to catch as much as he can with New Roma. And right now, yeah, it's looking like it will go to New Roma's favor right now. Beastava, approximately, I think, around less than 10th away from him. He's going to go through the final corner. He's going to go through the chicane. Will he be able to catch up to Geometry? No, he will not. Geometry, approximately 2/10 ahead of New Roma. Geometry did a pretty good, impressive feat today. VLX after, I think this is his first um, his first time. I think he did pretty nice. But yeah, right now it's
His
looking,
debut race, I think.
yeah, this is debut race, and I think he did pretty well for that. And so yeah, looking at it now, I think yeah, PLX3, Redfish, no, Red Jelly, and T-Book are now under investigation. Let's look at the Discord, and then yeah, I think yeah they are under investigation. Um, Apparently for um, I guess overtaking under safety car and pit lane, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it happens, I guess. Um, and so yeah, PLX.
Geometry and the Beast are still fighting
I
for
mean,
fun, I guess. They're fighting to the pit lane.
yeah.
You can see
Um,
people are under investigation.
yeah. So apparently, three people now are. I guess three people are getting investigated. They might get a time penalty. Um, But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate, but it happens.
Let's look at some replays.
Unfortunately.
I think
Yeah.
I don't quite remember. Oh yeah, this is where Fish um
Yeah,
flipped
he
over
flipped over.
his
I
car.
think,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
he
a little bit.
into the chicane. Very tight that chicane is.
Yeah, I mean, once you hit the curbing, of course it'll happen. Um, we're seeing Neuroma and Beast. Yeah, they had a huge wheel-to-wheel battle. Yeah, as we can see right now. You see the drivers lining up onto the grid spot. And yeah, you can see them. It's 1, 2, 3. Williams and Red Bull. Vistava, I think, still maintains P2 in the drivers championship, which is impressive. In geometry, I think now with a 52-point lead, ahead of the other drivers, and yeah, you see the insides. Hands are a little bit
What they see when they drive.
yeah. So, of course, I don't think anybody uses cockpit camera, but yeah, geometry, of course, under investigation. And yeah, I wonder if he will get the time penalty or anything like that, or because he did get launched pretty early on. Um, but I think he he is safe for it. Geometry is safe. Incident is concluded. It is no investigation further needed. So, Geometry still maintains his lead. But the other drivers, I can't say too much about that. But yeah, I mean, I guess overall, yeah, wait, yeah, there's, I think, I think, yeah, one of the drivers, got behind. Yeah, we can see that.
Also in front of New Roma. Was Geometry actually in front of
I
New
mean,
Roma after before the safety car? Was he behind him or in front of him?
I think he was behind him. I think Geometry just got a little bit of a better advantage, better launch off of corner, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it happens. Um, and so yeah, I mean, you can see the whole track now. Pretty decent race overall. I think we did. I think it was pretty nice. You see that the elevation changes now due to track. Very fast flowing, sort of like Zandvoort, but not necessarily.
Not quite. I think it's Zandvoort, but a lot more high-speed corners. You can see here. You have to, I think, tap the brakes a little bit or lift a
Yeah,
little bit before this corner.
Yeah, so you can see that chicane layout, sort of. I mean,
Here
obviously
through
not the greatest.
the DRS,
Yeah,
up
I
the
mean,
hill and down the hill
just exploring the track right now.
through
Um,
the chicane. Here, this is where a lot of people um, may have
it flips
miscut the
over.
corner.
Yeah,
Someone may have flipped. Um, and here we can see a Mercedes on the track.
yeah.
Um,
Hello, Arcada. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. I came here to speak on a matter of a couple of drivers that were under investigation, and I'll get to that in just a second. I just want to say um, that during the race, we had a couple of crashes that I want to say for the first crash especially, there might have been a safety car window actually to that we missed, but we're still looking under some of the crashes that happened. We're still investigating whether or not what we should have
Yeah,
done during the crash and whatnot. But I want to say for the people that we were investigating, so there were a total of 4 drivers, which were Geometry, PLX, Red Jelly, and T-Buck. For Geometry, there is no penalty. It's dismissed because from the clips that we saw and from the standings that we have, he did not overtake illegally. There were pit stops during that, and it was a fair overtake.
wait, so tell me,
Um,
was he in front of New Roma before the safety car?
so I think Neuroma was in front of Geometry, but both of them pitted, I think, at different times. And during the pit lane, Geometry overtook him in the pit lane. He overtook him in the pit lane, and so that's where they kind of said that he overtook him under SC, but it was not illegal. All I want to say is it was not illegal. For T-Buck, um, we deemed that he overtook 5 cars, so P11 to P6. He overtook illegally 5 cars. There is speculations that he had lag, but even with lag, the clips that we have kind of disprove his statements on that the lag caused all of this. So he will be receiving a 10-second penalty. PLX, on the other hand, overtaking 3 cars. Conclusion on that is that will be giving him 5-second penalty for overtaking under a safety car. And Red Jelly, as well, overtaking 6 cars. I think P9 maybe to P4. I'm not sure exactly. But he will also be receiving 10-second time penalty for overtaking 6 cars.
yeah. I mean, little unfortunate. Of course. It is a little bit unfortunate. But I mean,
We might
it's
have to look at the VOD after the after a little bit.
yeah,
I think we can stop the stream here.
yeah. So
Final look at the
see you
track
guys later.
as we say goodbye and we'll see you next time at the
See you guys.
Indianapolis Grand Prix.
All right. Bye bye.